Namaste, my dear children. Welcome back to our geography lesson, India Water Resources. Children, in our previous video, we have learnt about the major rivers of India. There we have discussed about the North Indian rivers and the South Indian rivers. Today, let us know something more about how the water resource of India is used. So in this video, let us know something about the irrigation system in India, and later we will know about the multi-purpose river valley projects. So to start with, let us know the meaning of irrigation. What is irrigation? You all know that irrigation is artificial supply of water for the purpose of agriculture. Okay, so it is artificial supply of water. You can see here, it is artificial supply of water for the purpose of agriculture through what, children? Through rivers, reservoirs, then tanks, or from some underground sources. It is called irrigation. Now, what is the importance of irrigation in India? So this is very important question for you from the point of view of your examination. See, children, which is the main occupation of Indians? It is agriculture, right? So agriculture needs irrigation facilities. With the help of irrigation, we can grow more crops. So in India, agriculture is the main occupation and it requires regular and sufficient supply of water. You can see here, okay? It requires regular and sufficient supply of water, and in India, agriculture depends upon monsoon rainfall. And this monsoon rainfall, it is uncertain, it is seasonal, it is unevenly distributed. So that is why irrigation becomes very important, very necessary, very much necessary in India. And few crops like sugarcane, then rice, sugarcane, all these crops, they need more amount of water. With proper irrigation facilities, we can produce more crops. Okay, for all these reasons, irrigation is very important in India. See, I have marked the points here. For the question, you have to write the answer in points. Okay, then next one is, what are the different types of irrigation in India? There are three important types. First one is well irrigation, second one is canal irrigation, and third one is tank irrigation. So first let us know something about well irrigation. See here, well irrigation is very important kind of irrigation system practiced in India. 60.7% of the total irrigated area, it is covered by well irrigation. Well irrigation is very easy to practice. Here you can see, even in the regions which get less rainfall, in low rainfall regions also, you can practice very well irrigation. Then it is cheap. Compared to other types of irrigation, it is cheap and it is easy to construct, or it is easy to dig the wells, and its maintenance is also very easy. It needs less technology. It doesn't need superior type of technology. That is why your small farmers, marginal farmers can also practice well irrigation. So for this reason, well irrigation is very important in India. You can expect a question, explain the significance of well irrigation in India. For this, here you have the answer. Then in most of the states of India, you can find the practice of well irrigation. See here, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal. In all these states of Gangetic Plain, you can find the practice of well irrigation. Even in our South India, in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, in our state also, we can find practice of well irrigation. Okay. Then afterwards, next important type, yes, in well irrigation you have two types of well irrigation. So one is open well, second one is tube well. Tube well is nothing but your bore wells. Yes. Then next type of irrigation is canal irrigation. It is the second important type of irrigation system in India. It is canal irrigation, and you can see here 27% of the irrigated area of India is under canal irrigation. So, India has got one of the world's largest canal system here, and it is the government of India who constructs and maintains the canals. Okay, maintenance and construction of canals, it is the responsibility of government of India. Then afterwards, children, next one, in canal irrigation also you have two types. You have seen that in well irrigation also you have two types. One is open well and second one is open well. Types of well irrigation you have open well and tube well. In the same way, in canal irrigation also you have two types. Okay. So one is called inundation canal. I hope you all can see this. Inundation canal, and second one is perennial canal. Okay. So what do you mean by inundation canal then? Inundation canal is a system where water is directly drawn from the rivers without building dams. Okay. So ಈಗ ಹರಿತಾ ಇರುವಂತಹ ನದಿಯಿಂದ ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಹೊಳೆಯಿಂದ ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೋ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ತೊರೆಯಿಂದ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕ್ಯಾನಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಏನಾದರೂ ಇರಿಗೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಗಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಯುಂಡೇಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನಲ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದ ರಿವರ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ water is drawn in case of inundation canal. So here you have second type of canal system, that is perennial canal. What is the meaning of perennial canal? So in perennial canal, dams are constructed across the rivers. Okay, dams are constructed across the rivers in case of perennial canals, and here water is stored in the reservoir, and whenever necessary water is drawn from the reservoir. So this is perennial canal, means anytime you can take the help of this type of irrigation, perennial canal system. So here what is done, children? Water is stored in the reservoir by constructing dams across the rivers, and whenever necessary from the reservoir water is taken. So this is called perennial type of canal. So in canal irrigation you have two types. One is inundation canal and second one is perennial canal. So you may be asked to write the difference between inundation canal and perennial canal. So this is second type. Then next one is, here you have the third type of irrigation in India, that is your tank irrigation. Nowadays the usage of tank irrigation is decreased. So what is a tank? That we have to understand first. What is a tank? A tank is a natural or man-made reservoir. Okay, what is a tank? It is a natural or man-made reservoir on the surface of the earth in which rainwater is collected. Okay, so what is a tank? It is natural or man-made reservoir in which on the surface of the earth in which rainwater is collected. But now the use of tank irrigation is reduced. Only 3%, okay, only 3% of India's irrigation is dependent on this tank irrigation. So tank irrigation is mainly found in the South Indian states like your Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, then your Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, okay. In all these South Indian states, peninsular plateau, in peninsular plateau, your tank irrigation is mainly practiced. So India has got the world's largest irrigation system. So China ranks China is there in the second place. So this is about irrigation in India. Now to provide better irrigation facility and to make the system to take use of to make the better use of water resource, Indian government has constructed river valley projects. Let us know something about the river valley projects in the next part of the lesson. Okay, so multi-purpose river valley projects to make use the water resource, to have or to make better use of the water resources available in India. Government of India has constructed river valley projects. They are called multi-purpose river valley projects. The river valley projects which provide multiple benefits are called multi-purpose river valley projects. Then what are the aims of multi-purpose river valley projects? Children, see here. This can be 3 marks question for you. Important question which is very easy also. See, why multi-purpose river valley projects have been constructed? What are the aims? So first of all, for using water for irrigation. Then second one is to control the floods. See children, the rivers like Mahanadi in Orissa, Kosi in Bihar, okay, then river Damodar in West Bengal, they used to cause destructive floods in rainy season. So to avoid these floods, government decided to store the water in reservoir. So to control the floods, it is the second important aim of multi-purpose river valley project. Then obviously generation of hydroelectricity, then to prevent soil erosion, then to develop inland waterways and fishing. For this purpose also multi-purpose river valley project has been constructed. Then next one, after that, next one is for recreational facilities. See, recreational means entertainment. For entertainment, for providing entertainment, this one, multi-purpose river valley project is constructed. Then to provide water for domestic purpose and industries. And finally, to what? Provide water for agriculture and even for afforestation. For all these purposes, multi-purpose river valley projects have been constructed. Okay, so what are multi-purpose river valley projects? They are the river valley projects that provide multiple benefits. Okay, yes. Now let us understand. Let us know something about. Let us know what? Let us learn about a few important multi-purpose river valley projects of India. Here I have made the columns like this. It is better you to make the same type of columns so that it is very helpful for you to make preparation for your examination. First I have taken serial number, then name of the river valley project, then river across which that river valley project is constructed, then the places where dams have been constructed, then if thermal power plants or hydroelectricity power plants have been established with the help of those river valley projects. For that I have left one column, and which states or which countries together have constructed and together are maintaining those multi-purpose river valley projects. For that, I have taken the column joint venture. Okay, children? Yes. So, here, first multi-purpose river valley project of India. The first multi-purpose river valley project of India is Damodar River Valley Project. See here, this was designed by a company, okay, that is your, wait a minute. Yes, so Tennessee Valley, okay, Tennessee Valley Authority, TVA. It is a company of United States of America, Tennessee Valley Authority. So, it was the first multi-purpose river valley project of India, River Damodar. So, Damodar River Multi-Purpose River Valley Project. It is constructed across River Damodar, and this River Damodar was called the Sorrow of Bengal. Okay, it was called Sorrow of Bengal because it used to cause huge floods in West Bengal during rainy season, and because of that, the crops and human habitation were destroyed. That is why this river was called the Sorrow of Bengal. Remember this one? River Damodar is called the Sorrow of Bengal, and to avoid this flood, this river valley project was constructed. It was its main aim. See here, in these places, in Tilaiya, Konar, Maithan, then in Panchet Hills, in all these places of Jharkhand state, you have dams and you have a barrage in Durgapur, and Durgapur is located in West Bengal. And this river valley project supplies water to thermal power plants which are located in Bokaro, Chandrapur and Durgapur. Bokaro and Chandrapur are located in the state of Jharkhand. Durgapur, as I have told you earlier, it is located in West Bengal. Children, remember these names, Bokaro, Durgapur, all these are major industrial regions of India, and you can find large quantity of mineral resources in these regions. Jharkhand, Chota Nagpur Plateau. While explaining physical features of India, I have mentioned, no children, Jharkhand, the states of Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, all these are the places where you can find more quantity of mineral resources. So, this is the first multi-purpose river valley project, which is that Damodar. So, here you have Damodar. You can find here. Here you have Damodar River Multi-Purpose Project. In this way, you have to mark in the map if you are asked in the examination. See, you have to show the river Damodar. Then you have to show the point where that multi-purpose project is constructed. Then, after Damodar, next we have Bhakra Nangal project, and Bhakra Nangal project is constructed across river Sutlej. You all know that river Sutlej is the tributary of river Indus. Okay, so in two places dams have been constructed. One is Bhakra and second one is Nangal. And Bhakra dam is the highest straight gravity dam of India. So I have searched the meaning of gravity. I have googled. Gravity dam means the dam which is constructed with the help of this cement, then your damper, with using all those things. It is not constructed with the help of mud. That is your gravity dam. You can even Google once. Okay. Then Bhakra and Nangal. Bhakra is the highest straight gravity dam of India. So both of them, Bhakra and Nangal, they are located in the state of Himachal Pradesh, and this project supports Haryana, then Punjab and Rajasthan states. these states get irrigation facilities with the help of dams constructed in Bakra and Nangal. And the reservoir constructed the reservoir of this project is called Gobind Sagar Reservoir. ಅಂದರೆ ನೀರನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತಹ ಜಾಗ ರಿಸರ್ವಾಯರ್ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಸಾಗರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪರ್ಪಸ್ ರಿವರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಾಕ್ರಾ ನಂಗಲ್. ದೆನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್, it is Hirakud project. It is located in Orissa and it is the longest dam of India. Remember this, the longest dam of India is Hirakud dam and it is constructed across river Mahanadi, and Mahanadi was called the sorrow of Orissa. Okay, so you have learnt, no children, while studying about Mahanadi, it rises in Chhattisgarh state and it flows through Orissa and it was called the sorrow of Orissa, Mahanadi. Across Mahanadi you have Hirakud project, which is the longest one. So in 4 places you have dams across Mahanadi. One is Hirakud, second one is Tikrapara, third one is Naraj. Okay, and yes, in these 3 places, Hirakud, Tikrapara and Naraj, in these 3 places you have dams across river Mahanadi. Hirakud project. Hirakud project is the longest dam of India. Then next one is Tungabhadra project. So Tungabhadra project's reservoir's name is ಪಂಪಸಾಗರ್. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಪಂಪಸಾಗರ್. ಸೊ ಪಂಪಸಾಗರ್ ಈಸ್ ದ 4th important Tungabhadra project is the 4th important project, multipurpose river valley project, and its reservoir is Pampasagar. See, Tungabhadra river, across river Tungabhadra. Tungabhadra is the tributary of river Krishna, you all know, no? So across river Tungabhadra, this Tungabhadra project is constructed. Here in Mallapur, in a place called Mallapur near Hospete in Ballari district, dam is constructed. Mallapur is the place in Ballari district. Then it is the joint venture of our Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. Together Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka have worked on this project. So before going for other projects, other 4 projects, let us check in which places these dams or these river valley projects are constructed. So first of all, I have already shown you the Damodar River Valley project. So here you have Bakra Nangal project. See children, here Bakra Nangal, the reservoir is Govinda Sagar. Okay, then next we have discussed about Hirakud project. No, see here you have Hirakud. Yes, this is your river Mahanadi and here you have Hirakud project. For examination, this is quite important, Hirakud project. Okay, then after Hirakud project you have Tungabhadra project here. Tungabhadra, you can see Tungabhadra project here. Yes, this is the point where Tungabhadra river valley project is constructed. Mallapur near Hospete in our Ballari district. Okay, yes. Then after this, next important river valley project is Upper Krishna project. Upper Krishna project, it is constructed across river Krishna and here in 2 places dams are constructed in our state itself. It is our state's river valley project in Vijaypur district. One is in Alamatti. We all have visited, no children, when we went there for our annual educational trip, right? So Alamatti, and second one is Narayanapura. In Almatti, of Basavana Bagewadi Taluk and Narayanapura near a place called Siddhapur in Muddebihar Taluk. So Basavana Bagewadi Taluk, Muddebihar Taluk, in which district? Vijayapur. I have written Vijapur. It is Vijayapur. Okay. So in Vijayapur district, you have your Almatti and Narayanapura projects. Then next, with the help of this, our North Karnataka is irrigated. Drinking water facility is provided here. Bagalkota, Vijayapura, Kalburgi, Yadgir and parts of Belagavi district. In these districts are provided facilities with the help of Upper Krishna project. Okay. So far we have learnt about Upper Krishna. Here you can see Upper Krishna project. Yes. So here you have Upper Krishna project. Okay. Then after Upper Krishna, next comes Kosi project. So Kosi project, it is constructed across river Kosi, and river Kosi was called Sorrow of Bihar. 3 sorrows you have learnt. Sorrow of Bengalis river Damodar, sorrow of Orissa river Mahanadi, and sorrow of Biharis river Kosi. Okay. Yes. So river Kosi, and the dam is constructed in a place called Hanuman Nagar in Nepal. See here, in a place called Hanuman Nagar in Nepal, the dam is constructed, and that is why it is the multi-purpose river valley project. It is the joint venture of 2 countries, India and Nepal. The project which is the joint venture of India and Nepal is Kosi project. Kosi river was called Sorrow of Bihar, and the dam is constructed in a place called Hanuman Nagar. Okay. Yes. Here you can see the Kosi project. Yes. Here you have Kosi project. Yes. Okay. Yes. Then after Kosi project, I hope you have seen correctly, children. Yes, this is Kosi. Then next, after Kosi project, you have Rihand River Valley project. Okay, which is our next river valley project, Rihand River Valley project. And Rihand River Valley project is important river valley project of Uttar Pradesh, and its reservoir is called Govinda Vallabha Panta Sagar. What is the name of the reservoir? Govinda Vallabha Panta Sagar. So Rihand is the tributary of river Son, and river Son is the tributary of the longest river of India, that is river Ganga. Okay. River Ganga's tributary river Son. River Son's tributary is river Rihand. It flows in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, children. So far we have learnt about 3 reservoirs. Govinda Sagar is the reservoir. Govinda Sagar is the reservoir of Bakranangal project. Pampa Sagar is the reservoir of Tungabhadra project. And next one, your Govinda Vallabha Panta Sagar is the reservoir of your Rihand River Valley project. Then last one, that is your Nagarjuna Sagar project. So Nagarjuna Sagar project is constructed across river Krishna. Okay, it is the joint venture of, it is constructed in Nagarjuna Konda place. The place where dam is constructed is Nagarjuna Konda, and it is located in the state of Telangana. Then here, across the right bank of Nagarjuna Sagar project, the canals are called Jawahar canals, and across the left bank of the Nagarjuna Sagar project, the canals are called Lal Bahadur canals. Okay, so the project's name is Nagarjuna Sagar project. The dam is constructed In children, Nagarjunakonda of which state? Of the state Telangana. Okay. Yes. So here we have discussed about the 8 important river valley projects of India, multi-purpose river valley projects. So this is quite important lesson for you for your competitive examination as well as for your SSLC examination. Make better preparation for this. Make better preparation. So let us complete the lesson here. Thank you very much.